Hey folks, Renium T here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 14 Dawntrail. We are in kozama'uka, whichever. And we are off on the feet of reeds. So let's go. As we're in that awkward dawn period where there's no music apparently. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. Oh, there's the music. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Annabelle, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course. Of course, follow me. Alright, is it time? But possibly to jump on a different job. Possibly. There's a good chance. And yes, I see the side quest. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Give me strength. Let all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. I may have run off to do a fate because I noticed someone was doing a fate nearby, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm down here. We can clear out the map. Anyway, so we got some wilted reeds. As Daniel Holly described, the reeds appear wilted and unhealthy. We got some patty water. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Patty Mud. Oh, there's one more of those back there. Whoops. The soil in the patties is, as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. Up we go. I totally missed the lethargic frog. The frog. A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical, it doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. And of course I'm swimming now. Cause I missed the frog. Poor frog. Oh, I'm gonna jump in the river for some experience. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's one of these little sections. Okay. Good enough. Even if I have to swim it. Yeah. Hello, Wuksamont. Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries. Well, what do we think? Any obvious problems? I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is not affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for sure. For certain. For sure. Blech. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival! This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. Stranger things have happened. Right? I fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuk Evu's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone! By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven for breeze that looks like a bird. In the big building to the north? Let's go and see it! There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Check the festival float! Alright, we are doing this again. We got a missing eye. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone. The bedraggled feathers. These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. A snapped carrying pole. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. It's a shame it's in such a poor state due to the recent storm, I gather. Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With a float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings, no ihihana. Yeah, ihihana. Ihihana! That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs. You want us to hold a harvest festival? I know it's how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help you give the strength to work through. Help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. Wow. Phew. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need Abokixa for the mixing eye, wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Two of those I know. Abokixa is a type of precious stone used in arcane instruments, and Uyupa? Dawntrail. Eatable wood is essential for crafting ceremony instruments. These chosen feathers, however. The one chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magic, and that's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted in employing such air sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed, owing to the poor harvest this year. We've been left enervated. If we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. Float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment as well as timber favor for ceremonial tools. Demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. I wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes! Never said I was a serious warrior, like. So it does what? Unleash rays of searing light from his eyes or some such nonsense? Surely your chest. Well, an intriguing supposition, I arrived at a slightly different conclusion. This bolt of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. Focus? For what? Oh! Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but it's just a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float is a tool for magic? This is the first time hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. When the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may even be at their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined this festival into a focus for harvest. Festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible! I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes. And I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alize and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okanu to gather and vie for the title of winds chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. In other words, we're splitting down to just Kra Muklama again. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine, after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hanu. Nice to meet you, Linu Hanu, and certainly, let's all go together. Thanks to Wuk Evu, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts. A well-mannered shipwright. The shipwright's name is Wuk Evu. He's a Jabral who only moved to kozama'uka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanu greeting? Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Abokixa, to the east of here. To the east, off we go. I'm going to grab some more map because I can. I lost it. This is Abokixa, the village of... Oh,
Those who drift into Kozama'uka from Tuliolol and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wuk Evu, he lives and works in the House of Waters High at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Yes, it wouldn't be an expansion without them making us climb up a trillion stairs. Oh, that's where that current is. Okay. Yeah, my first time through here, I came up here exploring before the story sent me up here. So a different perspective had me going where is this one again? Anyways, yeah. So the good news is you don't have to jump up them like we did in Mare Lamentorum. But yeah, that was to the stairs of Coerthus and, well, Mare Lamentorum and Marrow.
What do you want with me?
Right. The greeting. Ohokali!
Ohokali! Good. You brought your manners with you. When in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wuk Lamont. Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wuk Evu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head!
I will not. Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, all right?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokixa?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit. What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuk and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo. We can leave the Abokixa to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then, let's get moving.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihihana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Cave Kikitola is southwest of Okane. We can return to the village first, then head there on side. Okay. Oh, Burst of Fate. Southwest of here, was it? Let's be on our way. Cool Pittsburgh. I don't know if this is I want to fight. Anyway. Aha! Aether Current! It was worth it. I'm pretty sure there's one up here, so I'm gonna go up this little section up here while I'm clearing out my... Also, don't know if they're currently alive. Okay, I checked and the A-ranks are not currently alive, but around this point in here is a hunter spawn point, and then at this little end of this little pond is another hunt spawn point. Anyways, back south. Hello, Linu, honey. Cave Kikitola, as promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident. I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot raw Abokixa. I already forgot how to say that. Abokixa by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I shall help scour inside the cave then. You take the west half and I'll take the east. Save! Is it to the west? Alright. In this cave, though, I just have to remember where. 142 west, okay. I think I remembered where. In this cave, though, we have an Aether Current. Got a few eye-catching glimmers. My eye-catching glimmer is this Aether Current. And then we'll just work our way east from here. So again, when I was doing this the first time, I was like just exploring before Story sent me these places. So I found this place before even Story said, yeah. Shiny pebble catches your eye, but its coloring is gray rather than green. Blah! Rude. You mind? You're not supposed to attack me! I did not approve of this. I took the brick to check that. Will probably happen. Until I hit a bunch of cutscenes. Oh, that's why I use this sword. I'll hit a bunch of cutscenes and it'll just go away. Oh well. You find the chunk of stone glowing in a distinct shade of green. This seems the exact kind of mineral Lee Nuhanu was looking for. Cool. Let's work our way back out of here. We're going through the outside this time because we're not trying to find that Aether Current. I think it's supposed to say, yeah, south, which I cannot reach right now. I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? I did. Yes, this is Abokixa. I give up. Abokixa. Along with Crow's contributions, we have more than enough for our needs. Stones you've brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. Please be voiced so I don't have to say that word again, so I can hear how it's said again. He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry in instead. That's why you agreed to Lukmat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it for myself and for my friend. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain your companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. And everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall! With that, let's return and deliver the Abokixa to Wuk Evu's waiting hands. Which means all the way up there. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs for Uyopo, one of the Abokixa. Here you are. Yes, these are excellent samples, a good quantity too. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant first in the arcane arts to enhance the Uyopo's conductivity. And I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okano. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. Gathering the Uyopo was a trial in and of itself. At first, Wuk Evu criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself!" and proceeded to slam his head into an Uyopo tree. I told him not to worry about it again! It was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. Well, at least we've seen to the holes in the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. The lifting
of wing. We should get some rest before the excitement begins.